Well, good morning. Hey, it's Wednesday. It's middle of the week, and it's December the 29th. This week is flying by as all weeks seem to do anymore. We're like I said, we're on the brink of a new year coming up. But this morning I wanted to bring a devotion entitled "A Little Salty." Um, Edward Everett Hale said the following: I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. What I can do, I ought to do, and what I ought to do, by God's grace, I will do. I want you for a moment to think of the people who have made history because they just simply stood up for what is right and what is true. One godly man or one godly woman, in the darkest situation, they can make a difference. Jesus said the following in Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. He said, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its flavor, how shall it be seasoned? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot of men." I want you to think about how just a pinch of salt can make all the difference in the world and in the way something tastes. I mean, just the right amount can make all the difference in the world. Many times we're not happy maybe with where we are in life. Maybe it's the neighborhood we live in. Maybe it's the job that we have. Maybe it's just it can be a number of things. But does it ever occur to us that God has placed us where we are for such a time as this? I mean, that's a question that Mordecai posed to his cousin Esther, and she had won a beauty contest, and she became the queen of Persia. This is the story in the book of Esther in the Old Testament. But you see, she was a Jew, and she hadn't revealed that that fact in her life, that she was a Jew, to her husband, the king. Now, meanwhile, there was a wicked man. The story goes, named Haman, and Haman, he hated Mordecai. He hated the Jewish people, and he hatched a plot to execute all the Jews. You see, Esther, she was oblivious to it as she lived in the comforts of the palace. But then Mordecai, one day, he brought it to her attention, and he said in Esther 4:14, "Yet who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" Now, I understand you may be the only Christian in your sphere of influence right now. You may be the only follower of Jesus Christ that others are going to see. Each one of us, we have a task to allow people to see Christ in us every day. Let's face it, we're living in a world that is not does not like the good news that we have. We're living in a time when people are not as open, as they used to be. But I still believe that we have been placed here for such a time as this. We've been going through this pandemic for over 20 months. Getting close to 2 years, and I truly believe God has placed us here, for a reason, in everything that we're going through. And so we need to be the salt of the earth. We need to be what, people can hang on to, when bad things happen. And they do. They happen to the good and the bad. And so anyway, I hope this encourages you today. I hope that you will truly be the salt of the earth, as the Bible instructs us to be. And remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.